The history of the Macintosh, the forerunner of the Apple Macbook laptop. Macintosh or Mac is a private PC synthetic with the aid of using Apple Incorporated. The PC became first delivered with the aid of using Steve Jobs on January 24, 1984, so the Macintosh is 38 years old. The Macintosh became the primary commercially success PC. The mainstay functions that have been now no longer but famous have been the mouse and the graphical consumer interface. Mac manufacturing is primarily based totally on a vertical integration version wherein Apple helps all elements of its hardware and creates its very own working device, in any other case referred to as device software program, OS. This is the forerunner of the introduction of Mac OS. However, Mac OS can simplest be used solely on Mac PCs. Unlike the IBM PC that is designed to be like-minded with OS from different generation companies. Modern Mac OSs, like different private computers, are able to strolling opportunity working structures which includes Linux, FreeBSD, and, with inside the case of Intel primarily based totally Macs, Microsoft Windows. However, Apple does now no longer license Mac OS X to be used on non-Apple computers. The Macintosh challenge commenced with inside the past 1970s with Jeff Raskin, an Apple employee, who expected a cheaper PC that become clean to apply for plenty customers, now no longer simply computing structures specialists. He desired to call the PC after his favorite type, particularly Macintosh, but the call needed to be modified for felony reasons. In September 1979, Raskin became legal with the aid of using Control to start hiring for the challenge, and he commenced seeking out an engineer who should prototype it. Bill Atkinson, a member of Apple's Lisa Group, which involved a comparable however extra state-of-the-art PC, delivered him to Burl Smith, a provider technician who had labored at Apple. Over the years, Raskin fashioned the improvement group that designed and constructed the unique Macintosh hardware and software program. The first Macintosh, designed with the aid of using Burl Smith, had 64 KB of RAM, used a Motorola 6890 microprocessor, and become able to assist in 256 by 256 pixel black and white bitmap show. Bud Tribble, a Macintosh programmer, became interested by strolling the Lisa Portraits application at the Macintosh, and requested Smith if he should help feed the Motorola 68000 Lisa microprocessor into the Mac at the same time as preserving manufacturing prices down. In December 1980, Smith ultimately succeeded in designing a tool that now no longer simplest used the 68000, however additionally expanded its velocity from 5 to 8 MHz. The tool additionally has the ability to assist a 384 by 256 pixel show. The very last Mac layout is entire and has a complete quick draw drawing language of 64 KB ROM and 128 KB RAM. Although there's no reminiscence slot, the RAM may be expanded to 512 KB with the aid of using soldering the 16-chip sockets to just accept a 256 KB RAM chip in place of the chip from the manufacturer. The very last product show makes use of a 9-inch, 512 by 342 pixel monochrome show, exceeding the prototype, in step with a Mac history report. Steve Jobs ultimately found out that the Macintosh can be extra marketable than the Lisa PC product. He commenced to recognition his interest at the challenge. However, Raskin, the founding father of the challenge, became worried in an inner struggle with Steve Jobs, and ultimately declared out of the challenge in 1981. Quoted from TechRadar, the very last layout of the Macintosh at that point becomes stated to be extra dominant with inside the palms of Jobs than Raskin. The Macintosh 128K became ultimately introduced to the click in October 1983 and commenced to be launched on the market to customers on January 24, 1984. Now Mac OS is one of the software program in PCs which might be broadly utilized by many humans with inside the world, and together with the times, Apple has additionally created an atmosphere of Apple gadgets and different gadgets which includes cell phones, capsules to smartwatches.